I'ma ask you again.
You all know that 5 days ago, the GGB Part 8 update was released in AUT, featuring Wonder of You and Soft and Wet. And well, I think we already know the status of it, and why it's like that. One of the problems the update has is that the quests, especially Wonder of You's, are grindy as hell. A part of WoW's quest requires you to use monochromatic orbs to defeat Denizen and get his calamity with a 40% chance. That's why I'm going to show you the best ways to get mono orbs. This time, I'm testing a new video format to try to extend the viewing time. Anyway, here are the best 4 ways to get monochromatic orbs in a universal time 4.7. While there is no guaranteed or easiest way to obtain monochromatic orbs, my job here is to try and make the process a little more manageable. One of the primary methods of obtaining mono orbs is through the Shadow Assassin Slayer quest. This quest is tied to earning experience by defeating Sword Disciples in the floating village. After collecting enough experience, you'll unlock the chance to challenge the Slayer boss. And it's at this point that you get a shot at earning a monochromatic orb. It's important to keep in mind that the orb isn't a guaranteed drop. It's entirely RNG based. This means you may have to grind through the quest multiple times before you finally receive one. Because of the RNG-based gameplay, I recommend equipping strong PvE specs to speed up the process. Some of the best specs include Sukuna, Mercenaries, or Sith. These specs are good in clearing NPCs quickly and handling boss fights, making the quest cycle less tedious. In my case, I was fortunate to already have a few mono orbs in my inventory, so I didn't have to grind the quest.
Did you eat? I'ma ask you again. Did you eat a tree warrior?
The second best method to get mono orbs is to farm certain bosses, each of which guarantees a legendary chest. The bosses here are Whitebeard, Mahoraga, the Spy, and the Sovereign. Whitebeard and Mahoraga spawn globally on a fixed time, so you can join their spawns whenever they go live. Meanwhile, the Spy and the Sovereign spawn in a server-based time. I recommend using the specs anteriorly mentioned and fighting these bosses during the cooldown of the Shadow Assassin Slayer quest. The Dragonite and Honored One Slayer quests can also drop legendary chests, but their chest drop rate is lower, so they're best used as occasional side break. The third way to farm monochromatic orbs is by hunting down chests. Honestly though, I wouldn't really recommend this method. I got some orbs this way myself, but it's super grindy. If you're really set on doing it, the best spots to grind are the deserts, and if there's a lot of players, the Dragon Knight Cavern is the best option. You can do some Slayer quests while you're at it, which helps make the most of your time. But still, chest farming is just not the most efficient method. It's a lot of effort for not a lot of reward most of the time. If you're serious about getting mono orbs fast, I'd suggest looking into the other methods. And the last way to get mono orbs is through trading. Honestly, if you've got something decent to offer, this can actually be one of the fastest ways to get them. Although, a lot of people tend to overprice mono orbs, so you gotta be careful not to get ripped off. If you're thinking about what to trade, here's a bit of advice. Don't bother offering Jujutsu Kaisen or One Piece specs. Yeah, they might sound cool, but in trading terms they're usually not worth much and don't have a ton of demand. You're better off holding on to those or using them for something else. Try to offer something that actually holds value, like the world variants, if you want a fair shot at getting those orbs without overpaying.